Hey all, happy Monday. So today we're going to start our review for the AP test. So we're going to have a focus on rhetorical analysis. So I wanted to take you through this slideshow, which I'll be posting to Classroom. And this is just a review. Remember, we spent all of first semester on rhetorical analysis. You are pros on this. We just need to refresh and remind you. So one thing that or three things you want to think about when you're reading the piece for the rhetorical analysis: the rhetorical situation, rhetorical appeals, and then the rhetorical devices and strategies that create those appeals. Okay, so I'm going to take you through each one of these. So if you remember, the rhetorical situation is thinking about when this piece was written, why this piece was written. So you remember that word exigence. This is the speaker's or writer's motivation. Are they bothered by something? Do they need to do something? Is it a call to action? So you want to always think about what's motivating the speaker. Who's their target audience? This is also part of the rhetorical situation. And then there's also always a secondary audience, okay? But you want to think about the audience and how the writer or speaker is shaping their argument for that audience. What is the purpose? This is always important once you're done with the text, right? Because this is going to factor into your thesis. What is it the author wants? What is it that they're arguing? So keep in mind these three elements as you read and then after you read. And you're going to see this week that I'm going to be asking you to read and annotate text and then take 5 minutes to write about the rhetorical situation. So we'll practice this very explicitly. All right, don't forget rhetorical appeals. These are ethos, logos, and pathos. There is a link here to more extensive info on this. There's also some slides that I'm going to zip through because we've talked about this, but you can go through them in more at a slower pace, okay? If you feel like you need a review. So remember, we're never going to probably mention ethos, logos, or pathos in the essay, but we want to be aware of what the writer is trying to do. Are they trying to appeal to emotion? Are they trying to create a logical argument? Are they trying to show their credibility and reliability? So you can use those words, credibility, logic, emotion, but I would avoid ethos, logos, pathos, because those tend to be just too generic, and it's better to get specific. Okay, so again, I am not going to go read all of this to you. I'm going to share this slideshow out, and you can read through this. These are just reminders with great examples from this essay, Black Men and Public Space. And so this is ethos, just thinking about experience and authority. I do want to remind you that most writers open their piece really building their credibility. So watch for that. That's something we've talked about. Logic, paradigm, remember, etc., statistics. At that pathos, probably the easiest one, looking at language and imagery and figurative examples. All right, so then devices is where we get more specific, right? What is the specific evidence? And then, let's say you're looking at diction. Is the diction working to create emotional appeals, or is it there to show the writer is educated and so therefore has credibility, right? Make sure to think about tone. There's a great link here to a bunch of tone words. Syntax, again, both of these you want to be specific. All writers use diction, all writers use syntax. So you want to put an adjective before that, right? Emotionally loaded diction. Or I would say something like parallelism or elongated sentences, right, instead of syntax. All right, there's a great link here. Again, I'll share this out on Classroom too, to a bunch of rhetorical devices. It's a great review for you, okay? So you're always identifying the strategy, but then also thinking about the so what. What's the purpose? Okay, I've linked this schedule for you so you could take a look at it at Classroom. And we have a practice today with a wonderful speech from Chief Seattle. It's a really beautifully written speech. So good luck. And I'm here if you have questions. And there's going to be a Flipgrid post. You'll see if you just need to vent a bit about our extended e-learning. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm really going to miss you guys. I'm sad that we will not see each other again face to face. Okay, good luck with this, you guys.